Hello and welcome back to rollxplay, where we roll dice and play games. That's us. We are here back again for episode 4 of our second chapter of Threads of Chaos, the Red Spiral. We have a full house of players today, this side. I keep forgetting because it's not mirrored. We have a full cast of players today, and we are just going to dive straight into it. So a little bit of a recap for when we were last left off. The party last session had found, well, I'd say one of them had found a certain dirty secret of their patron, whilst the others had begun to question some of the methods, as well as interrogate other powerful entities within the estate as well, trying to figure out foe and ally within their own walls. A little bit of a tricky one, really, to try and figure out with all of these people who have ulterior motives, but they seem to be getting good headway with at least figuring out who these people are. But as we kind of continue onwards, the estate has now travelled from having defeated the demon, the Woe of Death, to Bellavir, the capital of the Ebith dynasty in the south of Calzaria. It is about midday, we'll say around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as you arrive here. Time dilation back and forth, moving between continents in a blink of an eye can make you all feel a little bit woozy on occasion, as you are teleporting a lot recently. But here you are. You've all left the estate in some manner or fashion to go about some business in Bellavir before your next sort of missions begin to arise. The first person we're going to start off with is Alicio. Alicio, you had gone to the small kind of mailing system that's here in Bellavir. Now, the city itself is what I describe as almost like a favela. It is built up in the sense of the same buildings, but lots of them and just stacked on top of each other, going up in an ascending order. The mailing system that is here is used by Aarakocra that are kind of going back and forth and flying with these messages themselves. Sometimes they have small little familiars and pets that they have to help send the messages on, but they are the couriers. They are the people that send back and forth. There is also a sending shack here, a place to kind of pay for instant messages back and forth. So that is also a possibility for you if you are looking for instantaneous sending messages to be sent. But you go over to the courier, and you can see that there is a letter left behind in the same sort of initials that you had left behind to be sent out to Isradana. So you receive the message. The letter is embroidered. It looks quite subtle. It's not extraordinary in how it looks. The whole idea was to be a bit discreet by sending it back. But the small hints and teasers here remind you of someone, the person who you were originally trying to reach out to during your downtime. So, do you read the letter now whilst you're here, or do you go back to the estate, or?
I feel like maybe once he's a bit closer to the estate, he'll open it and start reading through it as he's heading back.
Okay, very good. Is there anything else that you do on the journey back?
Maybe if they have like an apothecary or something like that, where he can get herbs or anything he might need for potions, etc. He might stop by, see if there's anything new or on sale.
We'll say if you could roll a persuasion check as you go over to see and try and ponder over their ailments. A persuasion and also medicine check to see if you can kind of, rather than persuading through your own words, using also your intellect and your knowledge in the field. With the combination of the two, you look through some of the ingredients that they have, and they have a plethora. And now, most of the ingredients here are going to be monstrous in nature. They are from creatures that are slain. You see on occasion some parts and elements of devils, or at least creatures exposed to the Nine Hells. So you pick and choose some elements here back and forth. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? It's probably the best question to ask you.
He would probably look for anything that could make into some kind of potion or salve that can help Richter with his current problem with his leg. And if he's gotten to reading the letter, then he'll try to snag like some of the ingredients for the potions.
Okay. Then, as you're going through all of that, rather than me make up things and tell you what you get. You can tell me what you end up wanting to buy, and we can kind of go back and forth on there. But I would say, for like a general rule of thumb, if you want to start making some kits and stuff, as in potions from pre-established ingredients, you're best getting some kits. So each of the kits are going to be about 20 gold pieces. So if you want to get 3 of those, and then that'll allow you to make a couple of different potions at least. So.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll get 3 kits. Why not?
So 60 gold pieces, we'll say, for the 3 kits, and you can add those to your inventory, and then you can expend those to make the potions accordingly. That's Alicio kind of preparing all of that. I will ask you as well, what is Alicio's reaction to reading the letter? Initial thoughts?
Mix of emotions. There's like, oh, and then, oh. Mostly intrigued and then he starts, like, the cogs start turning in his head as he is not really looking around him. He's very much in his thoughts, thinking, processing the information he's been given from his friend.
Okay.
Immediately pulling out his notebook and jotting things down, etc., etc.
Sure. Great. Anything else?
No, I think he would be heading back after that.
Okay, cool. Then who wants to go next with what you get up to in Bellavia? Any takers? Okay, Leonie, go for it. Where does Cal go?
Cal is going to head to a bookshop, and then he's going to get recommendations on a book about parenthood.
Okay, that's not what I expected you to say.
That's also not what I expected you to say.
Okay, can you roll a investigation check, please?
I can. Of course I can. Investigation.
Fuck's sake.
25.
You find this old lady in this old forgotten library. It used to be a very decorated library, but you can see the stains are there. The cobwebs are profound, and she is just looking at you and just like, oh, congratulations on being a father. Oh, well, in the back we do have a compendium of how-tos as a parent from the ages of 0 up to 24.
Wow, that is so in-depth. Cool. Is there also something on how to tell how old your child is?
Well, that's called time.
Okay. I'm not sure it applies here, but maybe. We'll see.
Sorry, my hearing's going. What did you say?
Nothing important. And he starts like talking in that slightly too loud tone to use with people that can't hear you perfectly well. So he's just shouting in the library. Yeah, he just goes into the bag. Along the way, since he kind of figures he has time, he's dusting some of the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Just like as
Can you roll a con save?
Might as well help. Okay, 13.
You inhale some of the dust as you're wiping it down. But luckily you don't get poisoned. Brushing it all off as you're getting the compendium, you can see this, basically an omnibus of books here. And it is literally chapter 0. It's the thickest one. And then it goes thinner as the years progress. And then it gets really thick towards the teenage years. Then it goes thin again towards the 20s. And then 24, for some reason, is just like as big as the rest of them. Very strange. Very strange.
Let me check something really quickly. Hell, how old are you? Oh god, that was written down here. Fuck! Max, do you remember how old Cal is?
Fuck's sake. Oh.
I think he's 21, if I'm correct. Let me check though, he might have...
How am I supposed to remember what the age of your character is doing?
Yeah, I know. I think during the 6 months he would have turned 22. So he's 22. He's going to pick up,
It says 24 years old.
Perfect! Okay, he's gonna pick up the one for 24, just out of curiosity for himself.
I love how
and he's also got-
oh wait. The first thing I read on your fucking sheets, the thing you sent me, is family business, brother, blah blah blah. 24 years old! Exclamation point. That's what's written down there straight away as soon as you go into the diagnosis of who your fucking character
Because
is.
I tend to write new stuff that I tend to write that at the top because I'm like, this is the stuff I'll be looking up. Anyway, so yeah, he grabs 24, he grabs H1 and 0, and then he hesitates and goes like, and grabs book 2 as well. So he has 0, 1, 2, and 24.
Okay. As you grab the books, you see another person is kind of walking in, looking at the books. You're not taking those, are you?
Am I not allowed?
Well, I was hoping to buy them myself.
All these specific 4?
Well, you see, these books are quite collector's items, so I was hoping to buy all of them.
How about you buy 3 through 223, and then I take these for like a week, and then I return them, because we're in a library anyway. I don't think they're gonna let you buy these. You know how libraries work? Anyway, and then I'll return them, and then you can get them. But like, in a week.
How can I trust you?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Well, it is just with these books, so... I got here first anyway! I don't have to do any of this! I can just take them!
What if I were to buy them off of you?
They belong to the library!
He shakes his head. She won't use them. She doesn't need them anymore.
I know, that's how a library works. Why did you murder the old lady?
No, she's still back there.
Kel's gonna lean around the shelves, look to the front, and
Roll a
she's still
perception
there.
check.
I swear to God. Perception. 26.
26, you see some feet at the bottom of the floor laying downwards.
He gets to turn back to the guy and just be like, I'm gonna take these books and I'm gonna leave. And I'm definitely gonna report this to the authorities. So if you want to get away after murdering an old lady, you have like, I'd say 10 minutes until I reach a guard. I guess.
I haven't murdered anyone. Oh,
So you're telling me she just fell asleep?
yes.
Oh, sounds unlikely. Accompany me to the guards. And Kel's just sort of putting the books to the side for the moment, sort of reaching for his weapons, like...
He puts his hands up. I don't want any trouble. I apologize if I've done anything. I was just hoping to complete my collection.
Yeah, tell that. Let's go. And he's gonna hurt him out of the library.
Okay. You walk past.
the front desk to check if is she okay.
You see she's laying there, her eyes closed. You go up. Ugh. What are you doing?
Are you alright? Did this man murder you?
Jace? No. I was just closing my eyes for a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And I was just gonna go back, grab the 4 books he wanted, and just put them in front of her, go like, I would like these books. Please.
You hear footsteps. As running through the library, those books are gone, and the guy ran for it with the books.
Kale's gonna chase him. Kale's chasing him.
He's not very fast. You find him. He just looks behind a shelf.
It's a public library, you asshole.
He starts running the opposite way. I need these!
What do you mean? What child could possibly be 1 through
I have no
1
children.
through 3 and 20?
He keeps running as fast as he can. You can catch up with him.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up to him. Just tackle him mid-run.
You tackle him to the ground. Easily done. The books open up onto the ground.
What are you doing?
He pisses himself.
Oh my god. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is below my usual level of stuff. Okay, and Cal's just gonna grab the books and he's gonna leave. Literally watching the guy to make sure he's not. Don't get up, don't stay on the ground. Stay.
You have the books. You leave. Another day for Cal. As you begin walking back. That was Cal. We still have Oberon and Olrin. Either of you want to go first?
Oberon would basically just go around to some of the taverns and things and see if some of those stories that their uncle was spreading around have reached here yet.
Sure.
And would kind of ask around if any of them have if anyone knows where they were coming from recently.
Can you roll a persuasion check as well as an investigation?
Okay. Yes, I can do persuasion.
It's honestly frightening.
Worse investigation, but my passive is 6 higher than that, so...
Jesus Christ. Okay. You look around some of the inns, some of the taverns. There's quite a few of them in Bellavia, so you kind of do a bit of the rounds to see what's going on, which one's the most busy, which one's the least. You will find at one of them, one of the less kind of traveled to, there is a kind of whisper that is being carried on. Because you are looking and kind of flirting and just kind of trying to get your own way around, you do begin to pick up pieces of this story that's being told. And it's the same one that you've kind of heard through the scrying orb, through looking for your uncle during your downtime. And there's one person in particular that you begin to speak with who kind of is a bit more loose-lipped. This kind of half-orc sort of figure, large underbite, shaved sides, but long kind of hair that goes back.
Yeah, I've heard the stories before, that's right, yeah. It's a story about revolution, trying to get what you deserve back. Yeah, I've heard it. Why are you interested?
Yeah, one of my friends is writing a book. It's been hearing all these stories. Some of them apparently came out of Collapsicon a while back, and trying to put some of them together to write a new fairy tales thing. So I was wondering if you knew who was putting these stories out, and would get another 2 mugs of beer and kind of slide them down the it is sponsoring people's day drinking to get this information.
Sure, yeah, it works as part of the persuasion.
Well, I'd actually seen the man that came up with all these stories, he came into this exact tavern about 4 months ago or so. Yeah, he was just spitting the story, and it just stuck. Everyone was raging. Everyone was so passionate. They felt this sort of, what do these Fae call it? Feelings. Yeah, that, they could feel it. They could feel it. And, yeah, our Amandus, or is that his name? He was very persuasive. But as you say, it's all just fairy tales, right? Because how could there ever be a creature so influential that they kill your brother and get rid of the daughter and kill off the mother too? That's the shit of fairy tales.
Crazy. You should, if you like that kind of stuff, you should go to Collapsicon sometimes. They've got crazy stories there, man. Like fortune tellers and all kinds of shit.
Collapsicon. Isn't that nerdy shit?
Yeah, it's kind of funny though. Like,
well,
it's entertaining. There was a horse apparently.
A horse.
Yeah.
I fucking love horses. Fuck. Okay.
would like cheers him. Like.
Yeah, horses. Wow, I've met some horses in my past. Some of the stories they have. Whoa. Crazy. Wild. Yeah, this guy, this satyr, he was something, you know. If I wasn't stuck here, I'd probably follow him myself. Bah. Seemed like a lost cause, though, you know. Even if what he said was real, he said it with a lot of passion and heart, but if it's true, what the fuck's he gonna do? How's he gonna get anywhere? He's finding a kingdom, right?
Where'd he shove off to then if he's peddling this story everywhere and about? Guy I heard it from said it was like up north or something, and now he's been down here. It's crazy. This guy must be all over the place. And just like drinking.
Guy must not skip leg day then, you know what I'm saying? It's just constantly walking around everywhere. I should really do something with my life.
No, we just kind of like pat him round the back. So
My wife left me.
there's all. Oh, so that's terrible.
My son
I'm
left
sorry,
me.
man.
He said, Dad, you're worth a piece of shit. I took that to heart. My own son, the blood of my blood, said that I was a piece of shit. Guess he was right, though, because here I am in a bar, drinking away. Just drinking every last second away. Because I guess I am a piece of shit. What's wrong with being a piece of shit, you know? Yeah, here I am listening to stories. Yeah.
You got plenty of time. You can do something with your life and go find some horses. You got this.
Find my wife. Try and make it up to her.
Yeah, maybe find your wife.
Yeah.
And would like take the beer away from him slowly.
He's trying to grab it back, but you take it away from his grip.
Oh, baby, I miss you. I should have never kissed that horse. Fuck.
And he starts crying.
I knew you were going to go that
all
way.
of the Bellavere residents today. Jesus fuck. Would just like go to pat him on the shoulder and then just like, and then just like slide the beer back to him, and then just like turn to whoever's like sat kind of next to us on the bar, and like just like also start like trying to expand the convo a little bit,
Sure.
trying to figure out if anyone seems to know like where he's shoved off to more recently than 4 months ago.
Okay. With your natural 20, if you could, for the people at this bar, roll a d20, and this will be a collective sort of history check for them to see if they were truly paying attention and listening. 5.
No.
Okay. Not really. Unfortunately, it's
No,
the
they were
wrong
not.
place for it. It's the wrong place for it. These tales travel wide, but these people are traditionalists. They tend to stick here. They use their own stories, their own tales. Something far away isn't going to capture them as much as perhaps a town that it sees much more traffic from people far and wide. So here, unfortunately, it falls a little bit on deaf ears, but it still is catching. It's still following. You would hear mostly that this tale is more popular with sailors and shipmen that come in out of the city, kind of just like talking about this tainted queen that's in the Fey realm, but no one ever really having like a clear-cut sort of answer of where this revolutionary is or not. So the threads are out there, and just not quite here, unfortunately. Is there anything else that Oberon gets up to?
No, would kind of have a meander about, just keep an eye out on like the city, see if anything like weird's happening.
Okay.
Have like a, walking about. Is there any spiral graffiti that's maybe not graffiti, just like killing some time, being outside before the calm before the storm?
Okay. Could you roll a perception check as you are just aimlessly walking around, trying to see if anything is going on? 20.
Window shopping.
Looking around some of the streets, on occasion you find yourself treading down similar grounds that you have come across when you first arrived in the city. You see where Collapsicon was held, that is now closed down, is just an open space that's used for some sort of entertainment purposes. But as you travel down towards the shipyard, as the sun is beginning to set, you can see the Broken Spoke Inn, the place that you had originally came and met Life's Echo, and then eventually arrived at the estate. Here, this kind of grungy sort of den of a bar, you can see on the exterior that there is paint that is being kind of like slathered onto the side, like graffiti as what you're looking for. It doesn't seem like anyone gives a shit about the bar, not even the barmen themselves really look after it, even their patrons, they don't really care about. But as you focus on that kind of mural, that painting, it looks like a painting of almost like a remembrance of. There are flowers painted around in this almost auburn style coloration, a wreath almost, and it's surrounding a figure that has their arms across their chest and their eyes are closed. It looks like this is almost like a funeral rite or something to remember someone by who has passed. And you see what looks like a almost human version of Aiden Hassar. The stone gargoyle complexion that you see isn't here, but the cheekbones, the kind of lower jaw, the eyes, they all seem fairly reminiscent of your own patron.
And this wasn't here the last time, like we were all down here.
Nope.
Huh. I would look if there's like a signature.
Looking around, doesn't seem to have been tagged by anyone. It just seems to be left here. Could you roll a investigation or arcana check?
They are the same.
You and your rolls, dude.
2 19s in a row, it's fine.
As you stand there and the sun is setting behind you as you've kind of progressed through the afternoon towards the evening, the bit of light that shines onto this mural, as soon as that shadow begins to come into effect, you see the entire complexion turn to stone, and you see the gargoyle representation there. But you see that the eyes are bleeding downwards, and their neck is clearly severed across in a straight line.
Time for Cal to check the fucking attic again. Jesus Christ. Overall, we just kind of look at it and like run a kind of finger through it,
Sure.
just to kind of like.
You can see that the paint is still somewhat wet, and as you press it against your fingers, it has almost this. What would be the description for it? Like the paint itself has texture. It has a brittle sort of texture to it. And as you rub it in your fingers, it turns to powder and just fades.
That's some low quality paint, I guess. Damn.
I'm just gonna take like the. What do I even have? I don't feel positively about leaving this on the wall. So I'm going to, I guess, just take like, if I reckon it'll do it, like take like kind of a sharp edge of my wing and just like kind of try and shear most of it off. If that doesn't work, would just kind of take, I guess, like a part of the clothes and just like try and smear most of it.
Okay. You begin to deface it and try to clean it off to the best of your ability, and you can see that elements of it do kind of like turn into that liquid, brush off of your wing, harden, solidifies, and then crumbles, and you just kind of shake it off. None of it is left on you. It just catches on the wind and then flies off. You continue doing this, and eventually you clear all of it away.
I'll kind of lift off the ground a little bit and just kind of fly a little bit through some of the like neighborhoods and like side streets and things.
Okay.
And just see if I can see anything that looks like it was painted in similar paint.
Roll a perception check.
I'm not actually all that crash hot at perceiving things. Nope.
You take to the skies for but a moment. As you take off and look around, there's something in the back of your mind that makes you think that you were being watched previously as you were defacing the painting. But by the time you think about it and reflect, there's nothing there to kind of justify that thought. But looking around, you don't really see any other sort of murals.
Would just kind of float around a little bit and then go back to the house.
Okay. Arnie, you're the last one. What does Aldrin get up to whilst you're in Bellavia?
I think being in a rather big city, especially a port city, Oren's going to do a little shopping trip to fill up his supplies.
Very good, very good. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Just the strange and quirky, or have you got something in mind?
Base materials, wood, metal,
Okay.
and like the odd interesting thing. Just I don't know, souvenirs for his weirdo party.
Sure thing. Can you roll a... if there is a craft in particular you're looking for, roll that craft. And we'll see if you find anything. Rather than rolling for investigation, which I don't think is going to be that high for you, because you are a skilled artisan, you may as well use one of the skills and find something appropriate. So use your wisdom and whichever one you want to focus on.
Wisdom. Since I'm not actively crafting, I don't think I get my D4 bonus, so this is that.
15? Okay.
Damn, that's pathetic.
Pathetic. You look around, you speak to some of the different sailors and merchants that come into the city. You get a wide array of choices to choose from, different barks, different sort of flora, fauna, things that have been scaled and kind of descaled. There are elements here that you can grab from. Nothing stands out in particular, but if you want to write down an itinerary list of things that you would like, we can kind of go through it outside of session rather than the same as Alicio bogged down and I give you just random bullshit. We can talk about it a bit more in depth. So have a think about it and we'll go through it. As well, we'll say with a 15, if you could also make a note that there is one exotic item there and we'll go through what that could be.
Okay. Oh, by the way, while I'm at it, I want to do the same thing I also did during my off time, which is talking with the traders to try to make connections, get to know people who know people who know people in different areas, just so I have someone to talk to when I get there.
Can you roll a persuasion check at advantage to see who you can find?
Right.
18. Okay. As you're kind of going back and forth to find someone that's actually going to help you in this field and not like fuck you over, because this city, with the merchants coming in and out fairly easily, they can just be here for a quick buck and then fuck off. So you try and find someone who has a bit more of a solid sort of stance here. So you look for someone that almost brings in all of these eyes, and you can find the busiest shop here in the market square. You can see it's ran by a patchy furred bugbear who doesn't seem as wide or as long-limbed as most other bugbears. In fact, he seems a bit more shorter in sort of stance and in his arms as well. But you can see he's kind of talking to multiple people at the same time. And as he kind of like ducks down, you can see another person rise up and is almost exactly the same, but taller and lankier. It seems like there are two twins, two bugbear twins that are kind of running this place, and they just kind of go back and forth, talking to different merchants, and they have a good like little setup. As soon as you kind of come into view, you do see the taller one look over. Oh my, that's an amazing piece of armor you have there, sir. Wow. Are you selling or looking to buy? What can I help
Afraid
you
not.
with?
It's for personal. Afraid I'm not selling. It's for personal use.
Personal use,
But
I can appreciate that, but amazing work. Is that your own handiwork?
It is. I happen to be a cleric of Moradin.
Well, I noticed the sigil, but wow, to make it yourself, that's impressive. I can see there's a bit of a enchantment as well to it. Do you do that yourself as well?
Yes.
Golly. Okay. Well, you don't see much of that around here. A lot of the things here are all handmade without any sort of properties like that. Wow. Business. You're looking to buy something, or can I help you with...
I'm on a bit of a supply run. Supplies for me personally, materials of all kinds. I dabble in most crafts I can get my hands on.
Okay, well,
we are purveyors of all sorts of things. But we can try and help you if that's you're looking for some sort of contact in the city. I know we don't get much in terms of dwarves coming through into Bellevere, but is what you specifically focus on? Is it stonework or
Metalwork mostly.
metalwork?
Also, speaking of contacts, I would be glad to know the names of your friends, other businessmen. I hope. I happen to be on a journey. It's taking me all sorts of places. The more people I know, the easier time I'll have bartering for supplies.
As you're kind of speaking with the taller one, the shorter one will kind of poke his head up. Yo, what's who's this? Fresh piece of meat? Fancy piece of armor you have there, sir. Wow. Brother,
Thank you.
I think we should make friends with this guy. Nice to meet you. And he kind of walks up. My name's Vern. Pleasure.
Oren Maragosh. Forgot to introduce myself. Apologies for that.
You see the taller one. It's all right. My name's Mur. Pleasantries we can leave to the side. We're talking business. So you're looking for contacts, right? Well, me and my brother here, we're pretty much in the know in Bellevere. We can help you out if you need to. That's right. Me and Vern, we try and do other things. You know, we try and speak to people, get in the know, try and be a bit more of in touch with the sailors. There's a lot of people that come in and out of this city that these other schmucks they don't even think about. You know, we try and keep them sweet, and then they come to us. So if you're looking to make things, we can maybe ask you for commissions. If that's your thing as well.
I wouldn't be opposed. It's just that I'm traveling a lot, so I might be hard to reach.
Oh, okay. Where are you based? Do you come in and out of the city a lot, or are you far afield?
No, this is just the second time I'm here. I crossed over from Trasvilar, from where I hail from. And, well, then basically had to do it again.
Okay, so you're coming in and out of quite a major city. I think we could probably talk business. Yeah. Are you going there anytime soon, or?
To Trasvilar.
Yeah.
I could make a stop.
Okay. Well, I know Trasvilar is in dire need of some silver at the moment. The mines here, they got plenty of them. We have a bit of a collection here of silver. Yeah, that's right. Bellevere, the Everett Dynasty, they had a lot of problems with devils, you know, the creatures out of the ground, the nine hells, that sort of thing. So we have a surplus of silver that we try and get rid of and, you know, try and sell for cheap. But I know that your place, the Trasvilar, needs a lot of that at the moment. They're trying to start this new expedition thing. They're gonna need the help. They need all the help they can get, right? So what if we try and do something there, maybe?
Well, gladly. Whatever do you have in mind?
Well, we have what have we got? Well, we got 20 kilos of silver that we need to just get rid of. So perhaps, I don't know, maybe we could give it to you and you make something out of it and maybe shift it on to Trasvilar. I'm sure they'll appreciate anything. Skilled craftsmen like yourself, they're in dire need of spears, that's their main weapon, but, you know, make anything and they'll buy it, I'm sure. We can give you the materials, you make the items, we cut it. We do, we're not greedy here, maybe 70% for you because you're making the thing and we take 30%.
That's an awfully good proposition, but why are you so desperate to get rid of silver of all things?
Well,
Isn't it far easier to make them into coins?
It can be, but we don't have the ability to change them into coins. You see, the banks here, we don't really have anything like that here. So it's kind of just burning a hole in our pocket. So we need to get rid of it somehow. We've got to turn it into something. So,
I want to do insight on this
Sure, if you want to.
because, like, just medievally speaking, literally everybody is buying silver.
That's funny. They're not lying. They seem to be telling the truth.
Wow.
There is such a surplus of silver here that you are kind of seeing it as you went through the city. All of the weapons, all of the armor, if it wasn't leather or natural elements, it's silver. There is no use for iron here because they have a surplus of silver they can just run through. So value for silver here is almost at a lesser percent than anywhere else. To turn it into coins is almost to devalue it in a certain sense. So yeah.
You guys are ruining the economy.
Yeah. Thank our forefathers. So what did you say,
Well,
Oren?
that-
Does that sound like a proposition maybe we can deal with?
Well, certainly. I could easily use a lot of silver.
And if you need
I
any
mean-
sort of leathers, or we can get you hides and stuff as well to pair up with these things. We don't have a workshop directly, but we know people in the city that have them. We kind of talk to them all the time, you know. So we can help you use those places if you want, those facilities.
I have my own facility. It's a magical trick based in the armor.
wow. It never stops surprising. You have your own forge that you take with you?
Recently, I met one who called herself the Enchantress. She had a separate space. Now I'm not that advanced, but the idea appealed to me.
Wow.
Okay, well, you see, he just kind of like nudges his brother, clearly as a sign of, fucking hell, let's do whatever this guy says. Okay, well, great. Sounds like we have a partnership. And he kind of takes his hand out to shake yours. Just
And
come.
you're based in the city, or
Yeah,
also traveling?
We're based here all the time. We were born and raised in Bellevere, a family 60 generations long. We've been here ever since. So if you need anything, we can hook you up. Don't worry about that.
In that case, well, you asked me for commissions. Perhaps do you accept such too? If I needed, say, no, what are those called? The fire elementals of the Ember Peaks.
Oh shit, those
Baby.
fucking fire monkeys?
Exactly those.
Yeah, we can get you stuff
Baby.
like that. Sailors come through here all the time. There was been quite a few attacks on ships as of late. We can get some of that. That's fine. We can get you any
Yeah,
resource
okay.
you need. You just tell us, give us a couple of weeks to try and source it down. Might be earlier, might be later, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, in that case, I might be a regular customer.
Perhaps
And-
business partners, you know.
Very glad to make your acquaintance.
You as well.
Uh,
You as well.
But now, I'll ponder it for a bit and perhaps make a list.
You get back to us. You give us what you want, and we'll provide. We'll provide. We always stand by our word, so you can count on us. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I guess Oren is going to make a bit more small talk with them,
Okay.
and then basically take it silver since, well, he got funds now. Or rather, a way to make them.
Yeah. Yeah. You have someone who's willing to partake in your business and kind of help fund a lot of your building and crafting. So there we are. They hand you over the silver. You pocket away in your, I'm assuming, your transportation chest. Is that the idea?
I do have a bag of holding, so
Okay, you put
there's
it in
that.
there instead. Fair enough. Okay.
Also, I have to doff the armor for that to work, so
True.
unless I just unclothe and spawn a building.
Yeah, everyone's like, what the fuck? Okay. Is there anything else that Orin does before he heads back to the estate, or?
I mean, wandering around, like doubting he's going to get a better deal than basically free silver. But like just generally introducing himself to the local traders and such.
Okay. You begin to grow a bit of a reputation in these circles, just to kind of start a base somewhere and then see how it grows from that point onwards. Very good. Okay. Then, as you all begin to return back to the estate, Alicio, you kind of finished through reading that letter. You've read it in full. You have some of the recipes together, ready-made. Know what to do. They're easy to follow. You've followed these sort of recipes before, if you wish to create these salves and potions. But we'll say because your trip was fairly quick, is there anything that you do being the first back at the estates whilst everyone else is out? Some of Life's Echo are around, but most of them are also out trying to get some fresh air and stretch their legs.
Well, after probably bumping into 2 doorways, like door frames,
Yeah.
while reading the letter, he's gonna... Is Corin around?
Kirill?
Corellia.
Yeah, he is around. He doesn't really leave the estate. He has no need to. Plus, he's worried that he's going to get attacked by demons because he's paranoid.
Ah, okay. So we have 2 of those. Is he still in the library, or is he?
No, he's moved on. He's now in the gardens at the back. He's now just sat there reminiscing. Not really doesn't have anything to do. He's not reading a book or anything. He's just sat there looking at the trees as they kind of sway in this not an auditorium, but like a plant sanctuary.
Okay, I feel like I don't want to bother the guy. He's probably thinking about life and shit. Okay.
Or he's mind torturing a demon.
Or that, you know.
He's mind fucking a demon.
He seems peaceful. I don't want to disturb him with questions that I have. He will just pick out a few books from the library regarding if he can find anything from the letter, like specifically anything about Galavandrin or Clinton? Help me.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Can you roll a history check as you search on these things?
Fuck.
And that one.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I reroll? That's the
But I
question.
would lure about my boy.
Can I reroll DM, please?
What does the reroll thing say specifically?
Okay, hold on.
Let's see the wording on this, because this is like over a period of time. So I'm kind of thinking, is this going to be...
As a reaction, you can... Okay, you can give an ally within 30 feet of you a free reroll of any dice roll they make within the next 10 minutes. As a reaction, you can turn that good fortune onto you. You can use this ability a number of times that is equal to your proficiency.
Okay, so you can use it once because it's a reaction-based thing. So yeah, if you want to.
Yes, please.
Go for it.
No!
Well,
no!
at least it's not in that one.
I was
guess.
literally thinking, that one.
I was gonna say, well, it can't get any worse.
No, it didn't, did it? It got slightly better.
Just a smidge.
It takes you time to find the books on these people that you kind of acquire the books, but you don't really look into them. You're more focused on the letter, trying to cross-reference to not like lose the thread. So you don't gain any information, but you start the leeway into it. So you gather the necessary things.
But he would want to go speak to Hassar if he's around.
Sure. You know he's upstairs. He hasn't
Locked
left
in
his
his
room as of yet.
goes to knock on his door. Knock, knock.
Before you knock, the door opens. Oh.
Okay. Is it alright if I speak to you?
As you look into the room, you can see the boardroom meeting area where the table in the center is, where you plan everything. He's still in the same place that Oberon had seen him previously.
Still in the creepy scarecrow ass pose?
No,
or-
of course not.
Okay.
That's not for your eyes. He will look over in your direction. Of course. You may come in if you wish.
I'm gonna walk in. I just had a few questions.
He nods.
One of them is, I have a colleague of mine that I think could be of help. And I was wondering if perhaps we could invite him to the manor. I understand if not, I can just meet with him somewhere outside, but I was wondering.
A friend of yours is more than welcome to enter our manor. That is no issue.
Just wanted to make sure with you before inviting anyone. I know we're being discreet about all of this.
There is a level of discreet, of course. Discretion is at the utmost importance here. But they are a friend of yours, Alicia. You are allowed to live life within this manor as you see fit. It is as much yours as it is mine.
Thank you, I will let him know. Another thing I wanted to ask, how exactly does this manor move?
He... Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, Lord. Fuck! Leave me alone!
Are you going to use a reroll?
Yeah,
It's going to be a 2 again,
it's
please.
important to me. Fuck you.
Nat
That's a
20.
nat 20. Fuck you.
It's only one of two ways. It's either stays the same or it's like the opposite. It's never like in
Fucking-
between.
Fucking Foundry is choosing violence today. Holy shit.
All of the rolls outside of that last one have been like super good. He looking you over will gesture to his cane.
It is a part of the building. It is the siphon of the power that is within these walls, that is within the bones of this homestead. I do not know as to why the man who had made this wish to travel across the world, but from what I've seen, he has been a very influential figure across all space. They have touched many. They have involved themselves in many situations, both dire and fruitful. Aiden Hassar is a complicated man. One that we are all paying the price of.
You have figured out how to control it then? Is it a sort of mechanism or an enchantment?
It is all based in enchantment, rudimentary arcana. Where the arcane weave flows, this estate can go. It travels on the lines that create this world.
So it is quite advanced then, no?
As is the rest of the traps within this place, yes. He was no enchanter himself. He did not know how to cast spells or to enchant. This is all through his connections, people he has known.
Do we know who did the enchantments?
I have no memories of Aidan Hassar. I only take his form and mind, his voice, his ambition. But I do not possess his memories. That is with him. As to why everything is the way it is, no one will know until the man is freed.
I understand. I was wondering if maybe you recognized the work yourself or something along those lines.
There is something about this place that is confusing even for me. It is timeless. The windows and walls depict a past, a present, and a future. Just as though the paintings themselves down below. There is a pocket into a time long ahead of us, where we place these demons to sit and wait at the edge of time. Now, if this place can reach the edge of time, what's to say it cannot go back to the very beginning? I may be somewhat omnipresent with the gifts that I have within that demonic soul. But I do not know everything, and I can only do as much as you do, which is theorize, create a diagnosis, and find the truth. I theorize that Aidan Hassar had found this place.
You mean
This was always meant to be for him.
that this place had always existed?
This
Or
place,
it exists out of time and place?
this estate is forever. Come, I will show you something.
Okay.
And he'll take you to one of the other rooms on the second floor. And as he walks along, he will open it, and you can see a darkened space. Seems to be a living quarters that hasn't really been used in a while.
Oh, get fucking murdered. No, I'm kidding.
And as he gestures to where the windowsill is, there are curtains draped down on either side. And with his cane, he lifts up the side of the curtain. And you can see etched in the woodwork, there are your names. And the names of Life's Echo. Etched in as if a knife had been pressed in and cut jaggedly into them. This is how I found you. This was already here when I was around.
Do you think it was predestined for us to meet?
I do not know as to why they had arrived here. These names, your names. But it was clearly the beginning of something.
Just looks at the names and thinking for a bit.
Can you roll a investigation
Mhm.
check or perception?
Oh. This is so way out of my depth, but okay.
Jesus, dude.
Fucking Christ.
What is wrong with your fucking luck?
I don't know this 3 times in a row today.
Are you gonna re-roll it?
I mean, it would be my last one. Oh, damn it. This is important to Alicia. Fine. My last one.
At 20. Oh.
Eh. Slightly better.
Oh, it didn't come through.
Oh, 14.
14? Okay. 14. Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Oh, for what? No,
Okay.
That is.
I'm scared.
that is
Just let
sick.
me-
You see everyone's names written down there, and you can see yours clearly marked. You're unsure of how long ago these were embedded in, but it seems old.
I assumed.
It predates you guys being here, for sure.
My proficiency really isn't that in time or space or physics. So this is a little bit out of my depth when it comes to knowledge. But if you are proposing what I think you're proposing, is that someone, or perhaps even us in the future, marked this because this house exists forever? I've read some studies where people theorize that all of time is happening all at once, rather than as a line.
I do not know.
But
This world is a mystery, and this is just one of its many faces. All I do know is that there is a god called Chronorus, that is the Time Weaver. They are the one that balance the lay of time. They overlook it, ensure that it is stable. But who's to say what causes that stability? Everything must come to an end, surely. It is life to have a beginning and an end. It is story to have beginnings and ends. This exceeds that.
what if Nebula ever told me about the place where she's from being essentially infinitely growing?
Probably.
Or was it like confined?
Yeah.
Okay. Look of concern and deep thought on Alicia's face. Well, there was something while I was outside and when we teleported. You said it exists out of time, but it almost like it exists in all places too, or it can exist in all places. Every plane, correct?
He nods.
As I'm saying this, can I like gauge if he knows what I'm about to say or if he's also unsure or
You can roll an
curious?
insight check.
Sure. 24.
Back again with the good rolls.
Yay! Don't jinx me right now.
You see, he has no idea. He
Go,
literally
okay, I
has
will
no
shut the
idea.
fuck up. Okay. But you have full control over where it lands, right? In which plane?
That is right.
If-
And we ensure that wherever it does land is somewhere safe, away from demonic forces. The last thing we'd want is them to invade and take over this place. Because, as we are speaking of now, it can take you anywhere and everywhere. In the hands of demons, that is not something I wish.
Can anyone enter the estate, or is there some sort of protective barrier of some kind?
There is some wards that can be activated. But as you can see, and he gestures to himself, I am a demon, and I walk within these walls without issue.
I meant more of like a person by person basis, but I guess that would be hard if we're going by species.
Unfortunately not.
Okay. Well, that's slightly concerning. I don't want to tell him. I don't want to tell him, but also maybe he would know something. I hate this. Alicia doesn't trust him. Thank you for showing me this. Does anyone else know about this?
Coraline and Richter do, but I have not shown anyone else within your party. Pietgrana knows. She was curious and she asked me.
I see.
But I hope
Well.
this at least guarantees that I am not trying to trick you. Because this is not of my doing. I did not place this here. I am simply trying to help along with what is necessary. This estate is important, clearly. Aidan Hassar saved my life, and I wish to pay a debt back. This was important to him. It is important to me too.
You saved your life.
He nods.
How come?
He gave up his own for my own freedom. And where I stood as a statue forever bound by the curse that had ridden me, we had exchanged places. And he takes my spot, whilst I walk free. I do not know why he did this. But I believe he saw something in me that could help. Even though
Are you
now
sure
I
that
doubt it.
Are you sure he has no ill intent with doing this?
No, I am not certain. We may be falling into a trap.
Why walk into it then? Do you have a contingency plan for if it goes wrong? Or if they wanted us all to be here for some reason? If it was less of a prophecy and more of a trap, as you said.
I am only certain of one thing, and that is the eradication of these demons. We have seen how much hurt they can do. We have stopped them. This world cannot hold them.
Alright. Well, I guess the next steps are finding the next one to deal with.
And there is one that we will be going for next. One that has made their presence quite prevalent in the Fey realm.
I believe Helen mentioned before.
I think it is only right that we do something within her legacy. We could not when she was alive, but we can in her memory.
Right. Well, thank you for this conversation.
Before you leave, Alicia, I will speak to the others as well. But I trust your judgment. I trust all of your judgments better than my own. If you see something that is not right, voice it. Speak. I will always listen.
Okay. I will let you know.
He nods and obscures the writing with the curtain once again.
And Alicia said, I will not let him know. I cannot let him know. Okay. He's gonna nod towards him. Well, thank you again. And, glad you took my feedback on talking to everyone a bit more.
I fear that it might have been a little too late, though.
I don't think it's ever too late to try to be better. At the end of the day, I think it matters that you're trying, not really the self-gratification you get at the end of it. You're doing it because you want to, right?
Because I need to.
I feel like you should want to as well.
Can you roll an insight check?
Okay. Fuck my... That is the fourth one! This session! Can
It's time
I
for the one
live?
again.
Can I live?
I think the game is trying to tell you something.
The fucking roller coaster, just like the highs
Wee,
and the
wee,
lows.
Is there anything I can do?
It's
about
ridiculous.
It's laughable.
Your
No,
bonuses are so high as well. It's so
I
funny.
know.
Like the 1 for a 10 is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense because Alicia's not really reading him at the moment. He's trying to be a friend.
He's being such a fake friend, the dice are recognizing it. The dice are like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
That would be if I was rolling fucking persuasion or deception.
Can you roll a persuasion check? Sorry.
Why did they say anything? Fuck.
Okay.
What the? Okay.
There is a tension that you can feel. As though Aiden Nassar clearly notices that you want to hold something back from him. And he doesn't say anything about it.
Can this bitch read my mind? Okay. Does he respond to me in any way?
In which way?
As in, after I said I feel like you should want to speak to people. Instead of just me.
He kind of goes quiet. He doesn't really say anything after that.
After noticing that, then Alicia's just gonna
Bless you.
give him a knowing look of, because you don't want to talk to people, this is exactly why I don't tell you things. And walk away.
Okay. The group of you return throughout the day at different intervals. Before there is a moment to kind of reunite and cross-reference any sort of findings that you have, you do hear Aiden Hassar at the top of the stairs kind of knock his cane 3 times against the ground, and all of you kind of begin to look over to see that he has an announcement to make. He doesn't typically come up without any sort of words to share. This seems to be important, so all of you kind of gather at the bottom of the stairs.
Did someone steal something? Did we do something bad? Are we gonna get yelled at?
I think it's gonna be fine.
Sallow looking over in your direction.
Okay.
Fucking hell, if it was anyone, it'll be you, wouldn't it be, Cal? You've stolen something.
I've never stolen anything
Shut
in my
up,
life.
you fucking stole something, you fucking did.
I mean,
Don't lie.
technically I stole these books because I didn't actually let me borrow them, but I was going to borrow them.
What I fucking say.
Then it was,
What I say.
but I didn't
Oh, did you steal books?
know. But when it was a library, I borrowed them.
Pietrana looks over. You cannot steal books from a library. That is borrowing.
Well,
Yes,
as long
exactly.
as you return them.
I technically didn't register them, and I don't think I'm paying them to borrow. Like, technically, I have like a membership fee and stuff. I am not a member with them, so technically I did. But I'm. It was a very weird
Richter walks
library.
over. Guys, what are you why are you whispering? What are you talking about?
Is it stealing if you take books from a library without being a registered member?
Alright, can we talk about this afterwards? Clearly there's something happening here.
Okay.
Cal has a vendetta against books, and now he seems confused about libraries.
We don't have
And just like looks towards Cal with like mild confusion.
Oren just walks over to a chalkboard that says "Days Without a Cal Incident."
Rubs out a 1, adds a 0.
It wasn't even a 1; it was a 1.5.
It's just the morning. As Aiden Saab presents himself at the top, you see he looks out to all of you that are present. There is something I must tell all of you.
You deserve to know what is happening. I understand that transparency hasn't been my finest work alongside all of you. I have a truth to share. My body and mind have been deteriorating as we have progressed. Today alone, I have had 2 incidents. I struggle to remember the day to day. Everything melds, overlaps, and is a confusing mess. I could not explain as to how this is happening. Perhaps it is my proximity to demons that is causing something inside to turn against me. I do not want this to jeopardize the integrity of the mission. Although I thought I was ready, I now know it is far from the case. I wanted to show you that I can stand beside you in the face of these demons, but I cannot. It is a truth that I must uncover as to why I am failing you. Until this truth is found, I feel that my place here should not be. I am merely the usher to bring you into this quest. I understand it is not fair to ask this of you, but I see no other reality. These resources, this house, is all yours. I cannot oversee more of this quest. So I leave it in the capable hands of all of you.
And he begins to step down the stairs.
Raise hand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how the order of speak goes, but like,
Go for it.
excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand your concerns, and that is quite troubling, but isn't the safest place to be here? If you're having lapses in memory, wouldn't it be better to be around people who you trust?
You see, even Richter kind of like adds on to that. What if the demons come to find you, Aiden? Why are you speaking like this? I will not compromise your lives by having a threat in this very home. We do not know what may be the issue with me. I may be a thrall to these demons.
Is Kirill in this room?
He is. He's watching silently
I
from the
see him?
sidelines. Mm-hmm.
Without like flinching or moving, I want to try and mind link with him to see if he'll let me.
Fucking hell, Robbie. 3 sneezes in a row. Jesus. They looked painful as well.
They are,
Bless
because
you.
they're cold sneezes, not my regular
Ooh.
sneezes.
Oberon, you feel that mind link hit, and then it's like hitting a brick wall. He looks over in your direction, knowing that it's coming from you, and you pass through into that wall into his mind. At first, as you enter, you hear this, "Ah!" and then it just goes quiet. Yes.
I don't think it's smart for him to leave. He's been having these lapses in memory. I think it's probably better we keep him around, don't you think?
Perhaps. I would suggest putting him inside my little box.
While that is quietly happening,
Oberon
I was
does
having
not
this
respond
thought
to that.
out loud.
Oberon doesn't respond to that either in a positive or a negative way, because bro is also unsure at the minute what the smartest solution to this problem is, and
While
he'll just
that-
kind of leave it at that. In a like a bro, you gotta intervene in this situation kind of way.
So,
And then
while
just
that is quietly happening, Cal is doing a similar thing out loud, because you don't do mind stuff. He's just sort of raising his hand and going, wait, if he leaving be dangerous and he's staying be dangerous, we have necklaces that trap demons, right? He's still a demon. Like, that's good. Sorry, I'm probably being super rude.
Oh.
Someone has to say it. Isn't that, like, if you're a danger to us or whatever, and it's not safe for you to be running around outside. And we have stuff that literally captures you guys. So
We still don't know what the exact issue is. Shouldn't we at least confirm what it is?
yeah, but
What if it's completely
it's not
biological?
gone if he's in the necklace. As far as we know, we can still like get him back out of there.
But what if he gets worse?
As you're saying this, you see Coraline interject. But if we put him in the necklace, then what if that destroys his body? And
Ooh.
I can't
I did
get
not- I
my
did not think of
fucking
that.
dad back?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Did not think of that.
She kind of turns. Aiden, what do you mean? What are you trying to do here? You're talking as if you're going to leave. Why do you want to leave? I don't quite understand. We need you here. We all need you. You brought us here together. You did. No one else.
At least before making any rash decisions, at least, let us try to diagnose this. The friend I mentioned, he has more knowledge on this. If you could wait for him and we can get his insight on this too. I think you know better than anyone that it's not a smart idea to make rash decisions based on not a lot of facts. I appreciate you wanting to protect all of us. I'm sure you do, but it could cause more harm to you and us if we don't know what's happening exactly and you just go away. As Other mentioned, it could get worse, you could get captured. I don't think any of us want that. If you wish, we could think of some kind of quarantine, perhaps, to ease your mind.
How can you guarantee this safety for everyone?
I can't. Not until I know what's going on.
Wait, couldn't we put Kirill as like your bodyguard? Like Kirill's just gonna watch you 24/7, like the entire day, and then, you know, if you do weird shit, he's just gonna stop you. But can you do that, Kirill? Is that a thing that's possible? Obviously not 24/7, but like at least when none of us are around or stuff.
I could watch him.
Yeah.
But that would mean my attention is solely driven on Aiden Assar.
Well, only until Alicia's doctor friend gets here, right? We're not talking forever.
And what if they do not find anything? What if what he has is down to his very core? He possesses the soul of a demon. I see no other direction to go. Aiden Hassar, you have clearly your own demons to wrap your head around. That's clear. But as well, you are a martyr for your own mission. I've seen the edges of these halls. You are part of the problem when it comes to these demons. You're expecting to kill yourself at the very end, aren't you? You'll have to. If you wish to rid all of them, you have to go. So why not do it now?
Oh, because of the thing Caroline just mentioned? I'm pretty sure they have like a deal thing going on. If he kills himself, I'm not sure the original guy gets his body. Does he? Would he? Wait. Quite sort of looks between Hazar and Caroline.
Caroline just puts her hands up. What the fuck do you mean? Are you really
Like-
gonna say that shit in front of him? In his own home? Really? Kirill, please. Show a bit of decency.
I'm just speaking facts. He is clearly a danger to all of us.
Wait. We don't know if he's actually a danger. He just has memory lapses. It doesn't automatically. He hasn't done anything, has he?
There have been times when he was overcome by something. I've noticed it when we killed the War of Death. His eyes were gleaming and he was greedy for the demon's life. I don't know why. But we've spoken, it wasn't Hassar acting.
You do think it's an influence of something else?
It's the demon inside of him. I saw it as well.
I thought he's the demon. I'm confused.
Listen, Kirill, I appreciate your insights, but I think we could approach relaying facts in a more delicate way, not so pointed. At the end of the day, we can stop you, Aiden, but I still think we should try to find out what's exactly going on, unless you think that could put us in more danger. What is it exactly that you want to do?
I want you to succeed. I want you to be able to win. And I don't think
That's
that's
not
going
an
to happen
answer.
with me. Olrin
know, but-
confirmed it. Kirill has made it very evident. Yes, my plan after all of this is to give you your wishes. And then to wish for myself to be no longer. I wish for it all to end. This plight, this plague. It needs to stop. And I'm a hurdle. Now, I know Caroline has affection, and I'm not going to stop her from her wishes. There is an option, and that is to entomb me. to hide me away somewhere. Not here. I have too much influence here.
Do you think you'll be safe that way? Not us, you. Will you be safe?
He doesn't respond.
Where the fuck would we entomb someone?
That's also a good question.
You can't just go into the forest and dig a really deep hole. I don't think that will work.
I don't think he never mind.
There are prisons that are suitable for someone of my skill set that I could place myself within. Ask them to keep an eye on me.
Like Zeftel? Or...
That is an option.
They would probably be very delighted, actually, to do that. I think.
There is something inside of me that is telling me that me being here will be a detriment. And I do not want that. I do not want to cause the lives of more of you to fail.
Oh, wait, but wait a second. Didn't you also, like, when we spoke after Helen, you said that if another of us were to fall, you could bring them back. How are you gonna do that? What I'm told? Is that something someone else can just do? Like, not that probably sounds very selfish, but I'm not really thinking about me when I say that. So, how are you gonna be able to do that if you're entombed?
It is Coraline that was the one that will always do it.
Okay.
By yourselves, you have all the tools that you will need. You do not need me. Unless you say otherwise.
I happen to disagree. Yes, we've talked long about the practical, the pragmatic. Where I think most of us are forgetting that we all are allies, despite your less transparent ways. I've not doubted your conviction to your cause. Your proposition of imprisonment proves that, at least. You are a danger that much cannot be... No, it cannot be stated otherwise. But we are facing danger just by fighting the demons. We must try to make time to preserve our allies. What afflicts you is difficult. But are we already trying to find a way out before even looking for a solution?
Then what is the proposition then? Await for Lucio's companion and see the verdict from there.
We'll
Hey,
certainly
if you're
wait for Alyssio's companion, yes. In the meantime, we will not entomb you in Zeftal or the like. I will attempt to to forge means to pacify your demonic side.
I thought you were gonna say keep an eye on him, but it's like, are you sure?
We-
I mean, we can still keep
we
an
all-
eye on him.
We all should keep an eye on him. We are planning to run off to the next demon, but this, I think, takes precedent. Let us take some time to find a solution.
He nods after listening to all of you. Then, if I am to stay, I relinquish my duties to you, Richter. And he hands him the cane. Richter just takes it, a bit bewildered. And thank you. And he'll begin to walk up the stairs, but using the handrail to guide his way up. No longer the 3-step, rather just a shuffle.
Oh, Robbie, if Alicia wants to steal the house, this is your opportunity. We can totally take
We are not doing that! We are not doing that! Do you want me to doom this world? No! No! No!
Well, we'd no longer be in the world, so okay. Just don't think of our other characters.
Oh, we populate. Oh, hey, Everlight! Bye, Everlight! No! I'm not going there right now!
The heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
This.
You do spot throughout all of this, as people are walking back to their own things, whispering to each other, whatever. Caroline does walk up to Kirill, places a finger against his chest, and you see no words are spoken, but clearly she's speaking in his mind directly. And you see her frown just kind of burrow, and then she just kind of leaves him.
Yeah, they got beef. So who's taking first watch?
Well,
I
this
have
is
no-
going back to the
not-
library, and
I will.
Okay.
yeah. Fair enough.
I need to.
help Alicia research or write letters. What are we doing? She kind of looks to Alicia like,
I'm like,
what is the
As he has
plan,
the
bro?
book open, closes it immediately. Oh, hello, Oberon. What's up? What are you
Just like,
doing here? I thought you hated books.
Oberon just looks really confused. What? I mean, despite Cal's warning, I've been reading and catching up on things, and just like gestures to some of the starts pointing at different books on like the shelf in the sitting room that like he's been reading in the past 6 months.
Alicia's gonna take a quick look around. I'm assuming nobody's in here with us in the library.
No,
Right.
we'll say it's just you guys.
Okay. He'll open the notebook back up. Well, honestly, it's more of a personal matter that I'm looking into rather than something for the mission. I know it sounds a bit selfish considering everything that has happened, but I will be also writing a letter to my friend. Well, see, I would suggest that we teleport there, but I think I might have given my family enough heart attacks in the last 6 months. So, I mean, maybe. But I will send a message for him to travel to here. I don't know how long it will take him. A while. I'm
Would we
That's if he leaves straight away as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have that kind of time. maybe we should just use the house. I mean, Richter has the stick now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's not really the
Just kind of reaches out a hand and just like pats Alicio very like. I know Alicio doesn't like touch, but still wants to do like a comforting gesture.
we can like teleport a bit outside the city. Like we don't have to like teleport right in front of my house, right? Right.
I mean, there's the and would just like reach into like their bag and pulls out the like very pink bedazzled like glam kit and goes. I mean, we could like do your hair again and figure it out and
I think my
make
mother
you look
would
a little
recognize
different.
me.
I don't know, and would just like put the kit back in their bag.
Not bring out dye in the middle of the library next to precious books. Okay, just put that back. Okay, jokes aside, you're right. It is important that we get him as quickly as possible and see if he knows anything. I've messaged him before and got a letter from him today, actually. It was mostly regarding Gil. You're familiar with him and his whole thing. There have been some matters I've been looking into. I don't want to bore you with it. It's a lot.
Doctor things.
Not exactly, but yes. Kind of. It's regarding
Did it
something
help?
Yes. He gave me other people I could look into that know more about this, or suggested literature, and also gave me some useful recipes for potions I was thinking of making.
That's good. We've got a lot of stuff in the basement for potions.
You have a basement? No, I'm kidding. It would actually be nice if I could get a hold of Cal's feather sending thing, so I could speak to him immediately. But I guess I could also.
Sure, if you asked, I'm sure we could go ask him. I mean, I could go ask.
I could also just cast a sending in case Cal wanted to use it for anything.
I mean, sure.
Okay. Should I do it now?
Oh, Ron just kind of like nods, like.
Okay. Okay. Alicia's gonna cast sending to Claudius. Hey! How would you feel about us visiting and getting you here instead of you traveling like tomorrow? Tell my mom I said hi.
I think you're over the word limit towards the end there, but.
Tell him up. Okay, you send the message out. It'll be around the morning-ish, afternoon there, so as the spell goes through. Oh. That is alright. I can do that. I must gather my things. It is lucky that I have a bag set aside for this. So there is a few things I must do first, but I see why not. I should be ready within the hour.
Another sending. Okay. Thank you. It will probably be someone else getting you. Just in case. Also, tell my mom I said hi. That's it.
That is what you are referring to before. Now I understand. That will be fine. Do I have to need to know name or does it not matter? Just person coming to find me. Okay, that I can do. I will tell your mother. I will also bring your friend with me as well.
You see, Alicia has a very serious face, like, yes!
Oh, are we meeting the owl? Are we meeting the owl? Are we meeting the owl?
Oberon just kind of like tilts his head sideways, like, huh?
He said he'll be ready within an hour, so we can get him today to get here.
That's good. I mean, we can wait a little bit and then go tell Richter, or...
Sounds good to me. If you guys don't mind getting him...
I can go.
Yep. Okay, just say you're a friend of Al, and I think he'll get it.
Okay.
I do have to get back to this, so...
Okay. Oberon just kind of like
But-
moves about like a foot and then pulls out of their bag like another copy of, or like a slightly different copy of like fairy tales, and just sits down and like continues reading.
You see Alicia in real time just lock in, like, at this point doesn't exist. And whatever he's writing, even if you wanted to read it, it looks like scribbles.
Doctor's handwriting.
The mileage of this joke is mad. It's mad.
Who
Offending
needs
so
illusory
many
script
people,
to
but
have a
literally
bad
they know.
handwriting?
They know. Okay. Well, before we continue any further, I think we should have a break because we're not at a break yet.
Yeah.
So we have a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back shortly to continue with the madness that is going on. So BRB, grab a drink, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
We have returned. Hello.
Love the little flare.
Yeah. Little flare. So, as we return back, the party have had a little meeting with Aiden Hassar, as well as some other members of the group. A little conflab, trying to convince him not to leave, which they succeeded. Otherwise, he would have left. So you kept him in the estate, and now look to progress some of that sort of analysis on the man himself. But in the meantime, Alicia is waiting for doing some like research before his friend arrives.
Before we go
arrive
get his friend.
Yeah.
to him, yeah.
Yeah, but you aren't the one going to get him, so you're kind of like waiting. Who is going to get the guy? Okay, so
Oberon
it's
is.
Oberon's job.
I
So-
volunteer. I volunteer. I volunteer.
He's not gonna like fully go with them. He'll be like slightly behind just in case, because if it was Alrin going, he would let him go alone. But it's these two, and he's like, you know what? I'll just be closely behind in the shadows somewhere.
Okay.
Listen, the one time one of you was alone with my NPC, they did the devil's tango, so I don't trust none of you.
You don't know about
Oh,
that.
Also, we can't let Oberon fuck them. They'll die,
Yeah.
as we've established.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and Alicia hopes to like maybe catch a glimpse of like his mom if she's nearby, but he doesn't necessarily want to go on the property, so he's just close behind somewhere.
Okay. Who's going to be speaking to Richter, because he's the one that has to try and get you there first? Alicio goes to try and find
Oh
Richter.
boy.
Richter's there. Does anyone go with Alicio to speak with Richter?
Oberon will go just because Oberon's kind of been hanging out with Alicio
Okay.
in the meantime.
Whilst that's going on then, what are Cal and Olrin up to? What are the two of them doing?
Staring at Hazar, making sure it doesn't.
Is that the two of you? Okay. That's two of you locked in.
I'm getting Coral's help so I can get a sample. Like he can basically get a sample of the material, whatever, of a thing. So I'm trying to have a sample of pure demonic energy to analyze, so I can make fetters.
Great! What a sentence. Can I have just, a slither of pure demonic energy? Just examine.
Say blood.
For positive purpose.
Kirill will question this. Right, you want to have a look at pure demonic evil. Are you sure you can handle it?
I will have to try. If I am to make fetters for Aiden Hassar, then I have to know what I'm trying to contain.
Well, rather than unleash it into this estate, how about you enter my mind and probe it from there?
From the War of Death, you mean?
Yes.
That is assuming they both have the same signature. Frankly, I don't know how this works. You're more of an expert on this matter.
They do. They all share a similar origin. It is why all the nexuses work. They all follow that same heat source.
In that case, yes. The more controlled this endeavor is, the better. Kel, will you be alright watching Hassar?
Fuck's sake. Roll!
So one
Fucking roll.
ADHD. You want the ADHD
Intense staring.
person to watch
Roll a
essentially die pit.
Can you roll first
No.
off, can you roll an intelligence saving throw?
Stare at him!
Okay, you fail. Okay. Now, Leona, you tell me, what does Cal get distracted with?
He sees Tuko walk by, and then his brain just goes, "Hey, so this guy really wanted those books. Doesn't really did I steal something expensive?" And then he involves Tuko in a conversation about the books he just borrowed, and tries to figure out if they're actually worth something.
Wait, so you're telling me that you nearly killed a guy? Or he killed an old woman? You killed an old woman?
No, so, yeah, it really, she was on the ground.
Oh no.
Yeah, and no,
It's
he
happened
didn't actually
again.
kill anyone. He didn't actually kill anyone. He just really wanted these books, and he literally.
That's because you killed him.
I put
You killed the woman.
No.
You just said you did.
You're getting your facts twisted. What? No, where did I say that?
Here.
And he turns the page he's been transcribing since the beginning.
Right here. Page 3.
No.
Line 4.
No, that clearly says, and I thought she was dead and went to check. How is that I killed her?
Where's this going?
This is going to the place where I ask, why was this guy so desperate for these fucking books?
Where are the books?
Yeah. Wait, no, fuck, I put them in my room already.
Ah, come on, let's go to your room then.
And then he turns to be like, Hazar, come along, and Hazar's gone. And
Hazar's
he's
not there.
Oh. Oh no.
Were you meant to do
And then
something?
he's gonna. Yeah! Come on, let's run around the house, let's fight Hazar. Kel's gonna try and find him again.
Fucking hell.
Okay? You end up just having a side quest with Tuco in the fucking estate.
Imagine that's the first time Orin actually curses, just fucking hell.
Basically 2 minutes later we got it. I'm back and what the fuck, Cal?
You are standing beside Kirill Ulrin as he kind of just stares at you. Are you prepared to enter my mind?
As prepared as I can be.
Your god will not be there for you.
But you will, hopefully.
Perhaps.
And you begin to fall into his mind as he just stares at you with this intense glare. Your physical form almost crumples into itself as you find yourself just surrounded by black, and then the room around you just shatters and you begin to spiral into this singular spot, and then hollowness, dark, an empty chamber completely surrounding you as you stand, as you breathe. The exhale you can see carries into this mist that holds itself. It never dissipates. It just and holds itself in the air. Every time you exhale, the breath is just seen and gathers like a cloud. You can see at the very end of your vision, even though everything is black and the floor is almost a reflective surface to where you see yourself reflecting back, in the distance you can see where breath has gathered most and where the woe of death is. Clouds surrounding the area, as though a fog has rolled in but never can go. You begin to step in that direction. Every step you walk here, you hear almost the echoes of something that has transpired. You can hear the screams of this man just in anguish with every step you take. Time seems to continue, and then it stops. The next step again, and again, and again, and again. You hear questions asked, answers given, confused and altered, and some deflecting and pushing away, but eventually you see him just standing there, arms spread out as though he is chained to the wall, but there are no walls. He is just bound here in space. This lanky, thin, but long-armed, humanoid man that was described as a giant, but you had seen him as he is now, withered away with no muscle or any strength behind him. His long red and black hair still stained as though he's been plucked from reality and taken into this space. And he's just there, spread out. His eyes look at you. They're black and hollow themselves. He doesn't say anything.
Oh.
What does Oren do?
Well, Oren doesn't exactly have the skill set to do this. So he looks around for any sign or indication of Cora.
You look around. No sign of him. The woe of death just looks at you.
What is it you want? Are you here to question me too?
No. One of yours. The demon Hazar. I must craft fetters so he may continue to be himself. Not a tool, a puppet, or such. And for that I need the essence of your demonic being to analyze, to find a way to help my ally.
Can you roll a persuasion check?
I'm guessing I can't give myself any magic.
No, unfortunately not.
Fuck. I do have a reroll though.
Okay. As he's kind of sprayed out in this manner, you can see that there is no physical pains to him. There's no like cuts across his body that weren't already there before. You can see the holes, you can see the scars, long forgotten. Instead, what you can see here is almost like the veins underneath his skin have been moved around and wiggled, as if they have been twisted and contorted underneath his skin. So there's no physical cuts or lacerations, but you can see his insides have been twisted. Someone has been kind of like shifting them around and causing them to break under certain strains. But this is a person that has witnessed pain before, and you can see that that's probably the first stages of this interrogation process that Kirill has had against this woe of death. They have since moved on to other means. His expression is mute for the most part when you speak. And again, as he is sprayed out in this manner, he will just look you down.
Why not ask for your friend, my incarcerator, for his findings? He has done quite a number on me.
That I see. But I'm asking you. He is here somewhere, doubtlessly. But so are you.
I do not know of these Hazar, but you speak of my brother, the man inside of that statue.
Yes, I do.
That is one whose fingers lie wrapped around another. My brother is no longer there. Why do you need this? To protect them? Or protect yourself?
He shared with us his ideals that he will not be able to follow if puppeteered. I don't seek a way to imprison him. We rejected that idea. Boat came up. I'm trying to allow him to act towards his ideas without being afraid of, well, himself.
What do you care for most in this world? I see you are of divine nature.
I am.
Is it Moradin that you would adore?
I do worship him. Yes.
Why?
Why do I worship Moradin? You mean?
Why him?
In my life, I was, for a long time, aimless. I grew up with a path before me that I could never tread. Moradin showed me another. Where I found my true calling. I agree with his ideals of protection, his love for craftsmanship. Moradin is much of what I hope to embody. But not all of it.
You see, he nods. I, like much of my kin, reject the gods, but not through any malice. They just never gave us a chance. I wish they showed us the love they showed you. Perhaps things would have been better.
Perhaps.
But yet here we are. I, the woe of death, Moradin, the god of creation. So is life. You wish to have an essence to examine, no?
Yes.
Then take my hand.
I reach out.
Grab his hand. He cannot move, so you are the one reaching up. As you hold, you see nothing happen. And you feel the presence of Kirill enter. What is it you think you're doing? Making deals with the demon, are you? I thought you were here to examine, not strike a deal.
A deal, you say? He's asked for nothing.
Then if you are so trusting, be your head.
And you see the enchantments that were placed within the Woe of Death dissipate for a second as you feel the influence of this figure kind of pump into you. As you hold on to their hand, you see your hand grow darker as it goes up, 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 almost like a trail of lights just shining up towards your heart, and just holds itself there. And then it dims and dissipates. Can you roll an insight check?
Yep. That is.
You can sense a warmth that comes in from that. A warmth that stems from love, not hurt. And it passes on to you, and you gain a morsel of demonic influence that you can shape to your will. Your hand lets go. Kirill just stands there. Anything else you wish to part with the woe of death?
Thank you.
He just nods slowly, unable to move any further. Then, seeing you're finished, Kirill will just pull you out of it. And you end up back in your body. Back to where you were originally. I'll send you later.
Oh, what the fuck,
What
Max?
that is.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. What do you mean?
Kirill...
Gotten so edgy.
Edgy Olrin enabled.
Yeah, I got a fucking demon in my hand.
Kirill will just stare at you with this kind of look. I thought you were better than making deals with demons. You've already made a deal with one, why make a second?
You hold a lot of hatred, justified through your past. But they are people. The worst of them, mostly. I don't underestimate their evil. But I also don't go around diminishing their good. If you can strip one of this privilege, of this acknowledgement, you can do it to anyone. Including yourself, it seems.
He nods in acknowledgement. Understood. And he'll leave you to it. Meanwhile,
Oren! I lost him! He's gone!
goes back.
Uh-oh, don't know where he is. He's gone.
For fuck's sake.
I looked away for like maybe a minute and it was gone.
Whoa, wait, Cal. Oren, he said a bad word.
You said, oh my god, what did you do? Cursing now?
You talk to one demon and all of a sudden...
To shake the hand of one demon, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Suddenly you have a potty
I am
mouth.
now infected.
Don't talk to strangers, kids.
Okay, well, whilst that's happening, Alicia and Oberon, the two of you, head over to find Richter. He is currently by himself by the lounge area where there is a small fire just kind of glowing in the distance in the fuck, I forgot what it's called. Fireplace, that's it. He's just kind of relaxing there, looking at the walking cane he's received from Aiden Hassar and just looking at it over and over. He doesn't even notice that you arrive as he's just sat there contemplating.
Richter
Yes.
looks at Kane, looks at him. I feel like it would be a bit pointless to ask how you're doing. But
Well, I think that is neither here or there, really. I think we all know how we will be feeling, each one of us. That's some dire news.
idea that one of our own is deciding to flee.
Well, good thing we convinced him to stay. But speaking of leaving,
Your segues are strange.
I'm not good at it. The friend I mentioned that could perhaps help him. He said he could be ready right now. If we can go to Isradena. Get outside of the city, preferably. Yeah. A bit outside of the city a little bit. You know, we don't have to be like right there.
Well, it'll be quite difficult to get there. The place is quite built up. It is surrounded by a body of water, so we could try and teleport in on one of the nearby forests. Are you sure the area is safe, though? We don't tend to teleport somewhere that isn't already clear of a demonic force. We don't want to stir anything.
I mean, I wasn't there for a while, but last thing I remember, not really. And if anything, we'll be going towards my manor, which is, you know, house of a high priest.
Well, from news that I've heard, it doesn't matter if you're a high priest or not. You get infiltrated all the time.
But it is family.
Of course. Of course. It's just a lot of responsibility to try and make sure that we are doing the right thing. I can take you there. I can allow us to be there for a little time, so... It's a quick stop, right?
Yes, just to pick him up and then we can head back here.
Okay. Well, let me consort a necessary location and then I will get us there.
Okay. And if you do ever want to talk.
Right.
Okay. I tried.
He will head off to the kind of preparation room to scour a location to teleport to. Now, Isradena is surrounded by several forests that are completely stuck in a state of time of year. There is a forest that is based in winter, one that is based in autumn, one in spring, and one in summer. The four of these forests surround a body of water, and then the body of water in the very center has the city of Isradena, just kind of there, placed within the middle. It is almost this safe haven, this perfect, idyllic city that just is protected from anything and everything, with everything within reaching distance, pretty much. Where would you like to land? Is there a preference on a choice?
I feel like the Riverblue Manor would probably be more closer to the like spring and summer side. So maybe there.
Okay.
Does Oberon know anything about these like suspiciously fey-sounding woods?
You can roll a history check.
Because that's real. That's
18. Okay.
that's not great for me, but
it's kind of a bit strange. It's not based in Fae. In fact, something more Shadowfell about the space in general. Whereas the Fae is grabbing on areas of emotion and something that's drawn in reality, the Shadowfell is almost taking elements of physics, of law, of time, of space. The Shadowfell has almost this mix of frozen in time, spaces that do not quite make sense, things that don't quite match up with other areas. Now, the Fey Realm borrows elements of that, with creatures living and lasting forever until they perspire or die, and time doesn't seem to work to
to a certain degree in the Feywild, but the two do overlap quite a lot. They're almost like parallels of each other that do blend. But this area in particular, there's no sort of Fey influence. Yeah, so there's nothing there, unfortunately. Nothing that you'd be aware of. But the Shadowfell does bleed over there. In terms of stories or anything within the surrounding area, you would know that Vardam and Gewurz, it would have had quite a strong sort of history of revolution. There has been attempts in the past to overthrow slavers. They were cities and continents of slavers that condemned another half of the continent to doing their bidding, doing everything that they didn't want to, doing their manly labor, doing all of the cooking, or anything that was possible for someone to do a job. The slaves were the ones that did it. But luckily there was an uprising not too long ago, and that has all been abolished, leaving them now in a new sort of wave moving forward, where that space is Redana is the hub for it, where they blend both the common side of the world and as well the kind of rich and the 1%. Both of them have equal say, and they have basically a 50-50 split in their parliament that they have created together, with elected individuals for either one to voice their opinions and kind of try and get new laws in place. So the city is fairly balanced. It's got a good kind of balance now, and in terms of stories that come out of there, I will say, if you could roll a religion check, that would be great. Since you are asking about Fae in particular. 11.
No way that's available on a roll, Max. No way. What would you have told them if they rolled a 20?
You know what I would have told them.
That's not available on a roll. You can't be... Okay.
Who says? There is something in the back of your mind that's telling you the influence of the kind of whole idea behind the enslavement in the first place was done by some trickster. But you're not sure as to what that means. There are stories of something, but perhaps if you're there and ask around, you might get a better sort of info. But yeah, that's pretty much what you gather. So, Alicia, you ask Richter after he pinpoints a couple of areas. You give him advice on where the best place to go is.
Before we teleport, can we please find Azar? Where did he go? Does any of life's echo? Like the Sorrel? Sorrel is also fairly perceptive. Does Sorrel know where he went?
You find the Aarakocra Sorrel. He looks at you. What do you mean? Aiden Hassar? Is he missing, or is there something wrong?
Oh, when did you see him last?
When he was trying to leave. It was quite awkward.
Hey, and not a single one of you guys thought maybe I'll keep an eye on him?
Well, you and Ulrin made it very clear that you were, so...
Okay, fair.
Are you telling me that you've
Bye.
lost him? What? And he's gone.
Can I really lose a man who's in his own home? I don't think that's how it works.
There's a lot of rooms. It's possible.
If I
Yes, please help
overhear
me look.
this, I'll just start like floating between the rooms and floors to see if I can kind of.
Sure. Roll a perception check. See if you can find him.
Can I also roll a perception check?
Can we all roll a perception?
They're all
Can we
involved.
please all roll a fucking...
Everyone
I
can roll
want
a
to
perception
mobilize
check.
it. I want to
Yay!
mobilize all of Life's Echo to...
Where did Grandpa go? God damn it!
Okay. We'll
He's
roll
just
for Life's Echo.
standing where we left him, but all
24.
of us aren't seeing him.
Okay.
He's just standing
This
right
one's
there.
Kithgrana. She doesn't know. This one's
Holy
Cyril.
shit!
He doesn't know. This
My
one's Salo.
fucking God.
He doesn't know. This one's going to be Tuco. He doesn't know. This one's going to be Mordoruk. He does know.
Oh my God!
has
Mordred.
locate person.
This one's going to be Ark.
All the
She
clerics
can't
just
speak.
know.
There we are. As you are looking around and asking, both Mordoruk and Ulrin, the two of you meet up at the bottom of the stairs. What did Alicia roll? Oh, 24, sorry.
24!
I didn't see. There's a lot of fucking rolls, Robbie. I couldn't see.
I said it out loud.
So with the 3 clerics, all just kind of like gathering at the bottom of the stairs to the hidden 3rd floor. It's not necessarily hidden, the attic. It's available for people to go up to, but it tends to be locked for the most part. You all gather at the bottom, and you can hear that he is upstairs in the attic. I think he is in the top floor.
Okay, found him. We can go now.
Do we need to check in on him, or is that...
That's your
Eyes on him.
Points to Cal and Ulrin. We were gone
yes,
for
eyes.
1 hour.
Yeah.
How did you lose him?
Well, no.
Oberon would just
okay.
kind of like, I can go look, and just like would fly in and
Cal
disappear
too.
through the ceiling.
Well, is also heading to the attic.
Say, I hope he
Okay.
doesn't do that while we sleep.
Just like a demonic force just entering and looking at your bed. Just phases
Sleep
in and out.
paralysis demon.
Yeah.
I can see Oberon do that.
I think
Jesus.
Cal wants that to happen. Don't just like...
No! For God's sake!
Anyways,
Oberon, you phase through to the floor, and you can find Aiden Hassad there. He's currently standing and looking around the other statues that are around this building, all of them kind of in different states of repair, some of them broken, some of them just physical and whole. He's kind of illuminated some lights within the space as well, so it's not like it's dimly lit. You can see everything quite clear. He isn't alone. He's with Coraline, and the two of them are just kind of looking out of the window into the courtyard.
I'd leave them be, and then go down to try and stop Cal before Cal interrupts them.
Cal lets himself be stopped.
Sorry.
We'll leave them be.
Okay,
And then would meander
And
back
double.
down.
all right.
Also, Cal quickly gets distracted by the realization that we're going to his home city. He's just like, what? We're going to... I was just there, but okay, let's go to his banana.
I vote for Cal being under house arrest.
I agree.
What? No, that's not fair. We can't go to my hometown that time. You're not allowed to
All
leave the house.
want
That's so mean.
Cal to
That's so
stay
mean.
inside. Say I. Raise your hand.
Bye.
Oberon just
Come on.
There is a unanimous aye from everyone within this household.
I apologize as well. It was short-sighted of me to entrust Cal with the Soul Watch.
Honestly, Tuko should be blamed as well. He distracted me.
Wow, pushing someone under the bus, Cal.
I
Come
could have
on.
thrown a twig into the room and you would have been distracted enough.
God damn. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see if my doctor friend actually has something for you, Cal. Your attention span is quite concerning sometimes. Alicia pats.
Oh, come on, now you're just being mean.
Oh, Cal.
No, I mean, I'm being serious. You should
But-
probably-
Yes, you should be. You should get checked out. It might be medical or a curse.
Why all of you dogging on Cal? What's he done?
Seriously.
He just got
Lost
distracted.
Hazard!
Him, he
Okay.
helped with Coraline. She probably made him invisible or something. That's not fair.
No, he did not. He just walked out of the room. I saw him up the stairs.
You're not helping.
Okay, well, I have to get ready. Good luck, everyone else. Walks away.
But I want to see where he lives. That's mean.
No, I'm not letting you know where I live.
No, but like,
You're like,
Actually, wait, Max, would Cal know?
You would
where
fucking
the
know.
River Blue?
He's like the biggest fuck in the house on the road.
I need to fucking see it. I already know. That sounded creepier than it was meant to.
I know where
Imagine
you
if
live. I slept
Alicia
with your
ran into
auntie.
Cal instead of Kai. That's just what I'm gonna say.
The whole different branch in the story.
Anyways.
Aiden Hassad doesn't turn into a statue. He's still a guy. Helen's still alive.
Oh shit.
Oren becomes like a follower of Sahani
Bro.
instead of Moradin. Timeline's whack. Timeline's whack.
Anyway, Alicia's gonna like cover basically the cloak he usually wears with another one.
Mhm.
Something just so he's not as obvious.
Oprah's gonna steal a hat from someone and just like
Hey,
gently put it on Alicia's head.
Oh,
I'll give
thank
it
you.
back to you. It's just, Alicia, your hair is very blue. And just like puts the hat on Alicia's head.
Yeah,
And
essentially, we
then
don't
does
want
like the
anyone
hair
going-
tucking up motion.
Yeah.
Essentially, we don't want anyone going, "Hey, there's that missing fucking kid." Anyway, yeah. Gets his bag ready. Gets some treats ready for Otto, so he's less bad at him. Probably.
Okay. All right. Well, as you're about to leave the estate, you can see those luscious sort of spring-like trees that are just beginning to grow into those sorts of colors that dress and begin to bloom into those greens, but they're just not quite there. They're just on the cusp of it. Different sorts of trees, not one in particular. Mainly oak trees, very classical sort of look, but some of them are a bit thinner, some birch trees that rise up higher. It's quite a sprawling sort of mess here. An organised mess, and one that isn't really farmed or kind of cut down. It seems to be left to its own devices, at least within recent history. But as you leave the estate, a couple of others will leave as well. Some of Life's Echo do kind of head out.
How
and
many?
just-
I need numbers here.
En-
How many are gonna be
enough if you
watching
wish to
that I
skip-
don't see?
Yeah, enough.
Hell yeah!
You do
No,
hear,
we're keeping an eye.
you do hear Cal just
No,
go.
you're leaving.
Cal, you do hear Tuka go.
Do you want to sneak out?
Minutes to leave, and then we can sneak out.
I can turn you
There's some
invisible.
really... Oh, that's probably a horrible idea, but let's do that. There's some really nice mushrooms in these forests, and I didn't get a chance to grab them.
No, I
last time.
don't
Not
want
like-
you to
not-
leave.
Not like,
You know what? You're on your
not
own.
like, no,
He
no,
leaves.
no, cooking, mushrooms for cooking, fucking. I just don't want. Okay, fine. I can do this without you turning me invisible. Why is everyone mean today?
As Cal's left there by himself, the only people that are really left in the estates are Ulrin, Kirill, and Caroline and Richter. Everyone else is pretty much left. So it's just
I don't think aside from Owen, any of those people will care, so that's cool. I
Caroline
just
would
had to
just
sneak past Owen.
Caroline would just look at you and go, "You can leave if you want. I don't care. It's fine.
Oh, thanks. Don't tell Ulrin. Bye.
All right." Ulrin, Cal's gone.
Did you at least give me a minute?
I guess we would
I
have
don't-
told people to like, after like an hour, everyone meet back.
Yeah.
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 Kind of.
The idea is some people haven't been to this like forest before, so some of them are just looking to explore and see what it's like. None of them are truly leaving
Oh,
to
I
enter
could
the
have given
city.
them a fucking tour. It's literally my home forest. Let them have a rage. I swear to God.
You could if you want to. Do you want to tell them that?
No, I just want mushrooms.
Okay.
Normal cooking mushrooms that taste good.
All right. Well.
Not if Oren has to say something about that.
Yeah.
You can try.
You will neither have mushrooms nor will they taste good once Oren is done with them.
It's canon. It's so canon. He's a shit chef. Okay, well, there is a small little sort of dockyard that's kind of on the outskirts of this lake, you can see in the very center that there is this beautiful city that begins to rise upwards. It's kind of in different layers, almost like a tiered cake in the sense that it has that bottom layer which is the thickest, and it has like most of the large buildings and kind of sprawling city throughout, and it kind of goes up into this almost pyramid shape. Then the second layer, the second sort of disc, if you will, has some more kind of spaces to live in, but the higher you go, the more the echelon, the higher sort of brow things get. Even though in current time, a lot of that is blended over, some people kind of live on the top and the bottom, and it's all seen as kind of one unit, but the nicer places are on top. There is, within this dockyard, several kind of rowing boats and small little sailors, but nothing too extensive. All of them are fishermen that are just local, that are just sat here enjoying themselves in their own privacy alongside their friends. And then a bunch of you just start walking up into the direction of where they are. One of them, with this kind of straw hat, turns around.
Can I help you?
We were thinking of getting across to the city.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any boats available, perhaps?
You gonna pay me for it?
Yeah.
Well then sure, why not? Jump in!
Alicio, you just hear in your mind, couldn't we just fly there? In like a mildly confused tone.
I mean, we can, but these guys, I don't think everyone can fly.
I just like would just step in the boat and kind of like drag one hand in the water a little bit, like sitting on the edge, all the way on the edge of the boat.
I imagine we're also staying, discreet. And I'm assuming there's also guards that'll be like, hello, why are you flying into our city?
This guy begins to row as the two of you in here.
How much you gonna pay me anyway?
How does 10 gold sound?
Whoa!
He starts going a bit quicker.
Yeah, sure! I can do that!
You all are way too rich.
No, he's not. He just has no concept of how much things cost.
As he's
Yeah, because he's
rowing,
too fucking rich.
you do see a couple of people begin to like take off. You see Sorrel begins to fly, just kind of coasting next to the rowboat as you're going across. He's a little bit faster, but he does slow down just to see where you guys are heading, in which direction. And you do see Pietrgrana just walking on water. She just like walks alongside, and it's the same pace as how he's
Or a
rowing.
farming next to us, okay.
We got Bird and Jesus over there.
Yeah.
Just take a fucking rowboat, I guess.
Yeah. Over on the wood, kind of go to the guy and goes, we're meeting a friend, and then we need to come back over. Would you mind waiting around a little bit? It shouldn't be too long.
Sure thing, you pay me 10 gold, I can wait all day. No worries.
Okay, thank you. You're very kind.
I say the same to you, sir. Do I know you from somewhere?
Nope. Nope. First time here.
Oh, wow. Well, you look like one of the most influential families here, but okay. You got a likeness like no other.
Coincidence.
But you'll fit in right well, as he just looks you up and down. As you get closer and closer to the city, it'll take you a while to get out to it, because the stretch of water between the coastline and to the center where the city lays is about half an hour of rowing at least to get there. But it is a lake. It's not like it's seawater. It is fresh water. It's kind of this lagoon that's here in the very center. As you guys are traveling out, we'll just focus on Ulrin and Cal quickly. Ulrin, you're staying in the estates. Is there anything that you're doing there? I know you're looking at Hazar, but is there anything else that you're...
I would like to calmly say, Cal, where are you?
Where is Cal?
Long gone.
Ulrin.
Cal gave Alicio and Oberon like a minute or two to be like a bit away, and then he snuck out the door. Corlin saw him, he waved, and then he was out.
Orange, you rush down and burst the door open to try and find him. Or do you not mind?
Like, I'd imagine he'd be worked up about it for like 1 minute, and then he's just like, not gonna catch him anyways.
Okay. What does Cal do then, as you are now free?
He just chills in the forest. He does actually go forage some stuff that he knows grows here. Some herbs, some mushrooms, some stuff he's familiar with. Nothing of the illicit kind. And, yeah. Essentially, when he was here during the 6 months of downtime, he largely did city stuff. Like, he spent some time with his brother and was in the city when shopping stuff. And now he gets to enjoy the more nature-based aspects of his home, so he's doing that part.
Okay. All right. You try and ingratiate yourself as one with nature here. It's quite easy for you to do. You've been here before. You've been here plenty of times in the past. It is second nature. This is almost like a second home, if you will, because you'd forage, you'd go out here whenever the city was getting a bit too much, which would be fairly often. You find your little spots. There are even little dens that you have around this part of the forest that haven't been touched and are still there, with some of your supplies.
Has there been any change to the supplies? Like, have any people that I know, have any people been there? Have any people left small trinkets there, maybe?
Roll a d20.
I'm gonna roll d20. Because yes, then he's gonna check if he has something to switch it with. So he's gonna leave something. 16.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. You look through one of the little dens you have, and you can see that there is a bag that is typically where you like store some of your things, hidden under leaves and underneath like the bark of the roots of a tree. And you kind of put your hand in to have a feel, and you feel it in there. And you're like, okay, it's still there. You pull the bag free, you open it up, and you can see there's a gun in there.
In his head, he just goes, which one of those idiots left a gun in there? And he's just like, okay, that's a weird one to leave in there, but okay. He's gonna pocket it. Yes, of course.
Okay. Can you roll a perception check at disadvantage?
Why do you do these things? Why?
Okay, I'm going to tell you this, Leonie, and you tell me if Cal wants to know this or not. There's blood on this gun.
It's just the jam from the provisions bag. It's fine.
Seeing that, Calcid, you're just gonna go like, and put it back.
Okay.
Just check if anyone saw him, and just like, okay, never mind. I don't think this was meant for me.
You see,
But just in case.
Tuco is
The weapon
there,
isn't
and he's just
familiar,
looking
right?
around.
What is Tuco there?
What was
This
that?
fucker didn't want to come.
What was that?
It's a gun.
Ah!
I don't think I don't think it's meant for us. Cause like sometimes I like put stuff here and then my friends would put stuff there and we trade like stuff for fun. This sort of things that would usually land in here. So either I forgot that I'm friends with someone really weird, which is quite possible. Or someone put it here that doesn't belong to my cycle of acquaintances.
Can I see it?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
The frog has a gun. The frog has a gun.
Oh no.
I've never used one of these before.
Yeah, that's the muzzle.
Why is
that
there
you're pointing it right
blood?
at me. Probably because someone killed something with it.
Ah!
He hands it back to you.
Okay.
I don't want this.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Why
Just
is
in
it-
case, Cal isn't is Cal familiar with this sort of weapon? Is this something that's just common around these parts?
No.
Why would this be here? Okay.
And it's a firearm that is gunpowder. It's not an iodine crystal one.
Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna put it back in the bag. Gonna put the bag back in the hole, and then he's gonna check somewhere else. because that's not fun, that's dangerous.
What are your friends? What is this?
Again, I don't think this is one of my friends. I hope. I should check it.
Hold on, wait. Oh no.
What?
We've just touched the thing. What if it was used for a murder?
And?
Well, there are detectives out there that can read the history of a gun, and they'll see that we're on it. We touched it.
We didn't fucking fire it. If they can see the history of it, if they see we just had it for like 3 seconds. That's not enough to murder someone with
What
it.
if they see who owns it, and the last person who touched it is the owner?
I don't think that's how ownership works. And if that is the case, then you just, you're a very sweet and convincing guy. You'll just tell them you didn't murder anyone.
But you touched it last,
It is
not
the
me.
truth. Oh, I can't truthfully tell them I didn't murder anyone. And since I don't know who was murdered with it, I'm...
Oh, okay.
It's very unlikely. And even if someone detects this is going to be someone from here, and we're not going to be here much longer, let's just go.
Okay. You want to find mushrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
But again, it's the normal kind.
Oh, all right, you don't have to keep telling me. Every time you tell
But
me,
you
it
didn't
sounds
believe
like
me the
you're
first
going
time,
in
so
the other
you have to.
direction.
No!
It's like saying, I'm not going to be drinking tonight. I'm like, why even say it, you know?
Well, when I say that, I usually don't drink for the night.
Oh. Okay. He starts
Okay.
writing in his book again. Some more observations on Cal.
That's just 50 pages at this point.
Okay. Adding to here.
He has a special book just for Cal.
Yeah. It's called The Mind of a
But Cal-
Dumbass.
Ah, nice. Cal
the
just bright is
Chaos
just like,
junkie.
okay, do I need to check in with Alex? I don't think I need to check in with Alex. I probably don't need to. Well, he wouldn't put a gun in one of my. Nah.
Why are you speaking out loud? Do you not have an internal monologue?
That was not for you. You should learn when not to listen. I know it's sort of a thing to listen to people, but sometimes people are having private conversations with themselves. That happens.
Okay. Okay. Oh, mushroom! And he picks one up and he hands it to you.
Yeah, that's very, very. No, I'm not going to touch that.
Ah!
That's very, very.
Throws it to the
You'll feel
ground.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Whilst that continues, you forage and try to find as much as you can within this forest. Meanwhile, Elisio and Oberon, the two of you, begin to enter the city of Israderna to meet Elisio's friend. And Olrin, you stay at the estate, trying to understand more about this demonic essence that you now carry with you. But that is all for next time, as we'll pick up next session. Seeing as, rather than me explain everything about Esraderna, I'll just start it off next time, going into the thick of it. But yeah, interesting session. Very strange
Very random
session.
session.
Very random.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's just the theme of like Threads of Chaos, isn't it? It's just every session is just like, the fuck? What the fuck? What now?
The party's got two dads. They want to kill each other.
My dad is fucking freak. What the hell? I mean, I get that like he genocides your people, but you don't have to do all that. Like, just kill him. Like, what the hell? Actually, don't kill him, because he'll respawn or some shit. But
Something.
you don't have to do all that freaky fucking vein moving shit. No, he's not. I do not adopt him as my dad.
I don't condone this, father. Let go.
Victor is my only dad. Thank you very much. The only fucking sane person in that fucking manner. Jesus.
Oh.
I mean, Pietrana is pretty normal so far.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
we
meant
just
to,
haven't
like,
seen the weird
the dad figures, the possible.
yeah.
I guess Aldrin's there too.
I don't know if Richter qualifies as a dad figure. I feel like he's just like the slightly older cousin who's already done with this shit. Like,
Pretty much.
Honestly,
brother.
Richter's still emotionally too unstable to be a dad figure.
He hasn't
Well-
had that maturity point yet, has he?
I think this estate is gonna collapse from the amount of daddy issues contained inside.
Is that going to be chapter
Yeah.
3, Threads of Chaos Daddy Issues?
Finally resolved. The milk.
I doubt that. I
found.
seriously doubt that.
Imagine the demons just specialize in specific types of like mental issues or whatever. And that's just this demon, that's just this demon of daddy issues.
Well, we're dealing with mommy
The final
issues
fucking
next,
boss.
so
That's right. That's right.
I
By the
bet
way-
that demon can multitask.
they all have mommy and daddy issues. Their parents literally said when they were born. Like, I don't think that would leave a good impression on you.
Yeah, fair point.
and then tried to hunt them to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, not even tried. Did.
Like,
Very
imagine
much
being
did hunt
born
them.
and your parent goes, "Ew, what the fuck is this
Yuck.
shit?" And then chucks you into the underworld. I'd be kind of
Yeah.
pissed too. I'd kind of be evil incarnate. I feel like I'd be justified.
I mean,
well.
I wouldn't have to genocide an entire population over it, but
Potato.
Teenage years.
no.
I feel like the crickpots were very unrelated to that parent-child issue.
Yeah.
Go on, Brooke. What are you going to say?
I was just gonna say, when Oberon saw the two of them up in the attic, did Oberon also see the painter? Like, was he there?
Yeah, you would see the statue that was there, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But you'd need to kind of like see the front side of him, which is like closer to the window. So unless you were
Yeah.
right there physically, you wouldn't be able to see the face.
No,
You just see the
okay.
back end. So you
That's
just see
fine.
this like statue that's there, looking like they're painting. But yeah, there we are. That was today's session. Thank you very much for joining us. If you enjoyed the show, like, subscribe, follow, all those things. It helps us out a lot, and it shows us that you're enjoying the show. So always nice to see appreciation. And if you enjoyed this and you're looking for more D&D, oh my god, more D&D. Wow, it's not like this is enough. You have Friday campaign, which is run by Robbie, which is based in the Fey Realm sort of stories. We have also another continuation of Threads of Chaos in the form of Still Hearts, which follows the same world and similar storylines, where they intercross and interconnect, blah, blah, blah. I'm losing my mind. I'm balding. But that's pretty much all we have here today. Tomorrow, we should be doing a little special thing to celebrate 100 subscribers, where we're doing party games with everyone that's available from RXP. So join us for that. We're going to be doing some Gartic Phone, going to be doing some like drawing games, guessing games, that sort of stuff. Just general party games just to celebrate the occasion and also have some fun with people we don't typically get the chance to. But yes, that will be on Wednesday. If you're watching this recording, it's already fucking happened. So, guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
And we'll be here same time next week.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.